welcome to Comics Price Guide presents Tales from the Geek. I am Aaron the mechanic, whether he's ready or not. This is Michael.
Not ready, apparently.
His name is Not Ready. Not Ready Michael.
Not ready. And apparently...
That shakes everything.
I'm not good enough to do this show anymore.
Who says that?
I've been hearing complaints about how I do this.
From you?
From you. I'm kidding. It's a joke, people. It's one of those things we do. It's called banter.
I was like, when did I say that?
Forever
He's
ago.
just upset because the whole camera keeps moving.
Yeah, apparently that's my fault.
It is.
Anyway, we're at Dragon's Lair. It's a comic store. You've heard this before. Moving on.
Comics and fantasy?
Comics. I have comics today.
Comics.
This one right here is a new one, as are most of the comics I bring on the show.
But this Weaver one.
This is called Weavers. It's a new comic from Boom! Exclamation point. You have to
Like by boom!
You have to say the exclamation point. You don't have to say it like that, but you have to say Boom! Exclamation point, because that's their name.
Boom! Exclamation point.
It's better. It's better. It's better. This is a new one. This is sort of a crime gang story. It's called Weavers. It's got some spidery centric themes. What it's about basically is this is a new guy in the gang, and they all sort of have these weird supernatural psychic powers.
You've got glasses on?
He does not have glasses
It's
on.
just like
it
a
is
really
just
dark?
a really
Oh,
dark
gosh.
shadow. Let me block you out. See right there. But he gets these sort of weird supernatural magic-ish powers
By eating a spider?
by eating a spider. It's really weird, and everybody sort of has slightly different powers. Like this one girl he meets has like mind flaying stuff. It's interesting, and he has to sort of initiate into this gang. It's an interesting start to a series. It's kind of weird, but
So like, I know Spider-Man was bit by a spider, so now
So
we
different.
don't need to be bit. We need to eat spiders.
eat spiders
So
to get
eat
magic
spiders
powers.
to get magic powers. I do not condone that message, but I am saying it.
I condone that message. You should do it, and if you get in trouble, you cannot blame me because
or
I'm just,
comicspriceguide.com.
you can blame them. I'm just a person on the internet, and it's your own fault if something wrong happens. But seriously, no. Weavers is really good. Sort of a crime, gang story, weird supernatural stuff. Interesting, check it out, whatever. And since I can't put comics on here anymore because I'm mess up the camera, I'll throw it on the floor.
Oh my gosh, don't ruin those comics.
It's fine, we got plenty.
But
Give me that.
I just was thinking about the audience here. I didn't want them to get motion sickness because the camera's like shaking all over the place. Do you want me to do it again one more time?
Go for it. Anyway, moving on.
What is that movie, that scary movie? The witches?
The one called Scary Movie.
No.
Are you talking about the Blair Witch Project?
There we go. With the witches. There's no witches in it. But yeah.
She doesn't know her references that she tries to make. It's cool. It's fine.
Blair Witch Project
We're gonna
style.
move on.
There we go.
To the next comic, which is the Daredevil and the Punisher.
What?
Now they made this comic. This is written by Charles Soule. Marvel's making this comic. I think it's because there's like a TV show or something
What's
with these
that
guys.
TV show?
I don't know. There's apparently some TV show with these characters. So whatever. But it is a new limited series they're doing with these two. I enjoyed it. It's really cool. It's got some mix of like the TV characterization and the comics characterization.
Oh, nice.
So it's got Daredevil protecting a criminal basically that's being extradited from New York. And Punisher obviously, wants to just kill him.
Yeah.
And Daredevil has to, protect him for a little while. Daredevil's sidekick from the comics recently, Blind Spot, he's in this. He's hanging out. So it's interesting. It's got some comics and some movies. I enjoyed it. If you like the show.
Did you hear that they're gonna do the Punisher?
Punisher TV series? I did see that. So if you're excited about that,
Yeah, there's some news in there.
pick that up. And it's really interesting.
Maybe that's why they're doing Daredevil and Punisher, because that way it's gonna bring both the names out, and then when the show comes up.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy Blind Spot as a character. If you haven't been reading Daredevil, you should, because it's really good. And Blind Spot's his sort of invisible sidekick that only he can see because, he has his powers. It's really funny. It's a nice little play on the thing. But I enjoyed it, If you like either of those characters, check that one out. So let me throw that on the floor,
Don't do
too.
it! I caught it! Guys, I saved the comic. Next comic.
This is Dungeons & Dragons, Shadow of the Vampire.
Ooh.
So I like D&D. D&D's cool. It's a great game. I enjoy it. I enjoy playing it. I'm playing in a game right now, and I'm running another game right now. And I love comics. So this is sort of the perfect storm of stuff that I will like. Because I like D&D, and I like comics, and I'm ambivalent on vampires, but magic is cool. So it's mostly good for me. And I really enjoyed this.
Well, and are they killing vampires?
Well, they're not really there yet.
Okay.
This is sort of a follow-up to the last D&D series. The Legends of Baldur's Gate, I think it was called. And it's got your friendly ranger Minsk there from the Baldur's Gate games, if you ever played those, and his miniature giant space hamster Boo and all that. So it's really fun. It's got all that cast from Legends of Baldur's Gate, and they're sort of going into the Ravenloft storyline that they're doing with the game nowadays, with the Curse of Strahd book and everything. It's all tying together, of course, because that's what they love to do with this sort of stuff. So it's really cool. It's got a nice little intro story with them saving some clerics from a villainous organization. All sorts of interesting D&D action. So I really enjoyed that.
Did you ever read the Dritz Duerden books?
Dritz Duerden?
Duerden?
Of course I have. They're really good.
Oh, they're amazing.
By Bob Salvatore.
What? All-right, Salvatore.
His name is Bob.
Yeah.
That's how he talks, is Bob Salvatore.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob, if you're watching, but you have a funny accent. I'm sorry.
I just always knew him as R.A., okay?
Bob Salvatore and Dritz Duerden.
Dude, yeah.
Great books.
They are amazing.
You should go read those too, but you should also read this. Dritz isn't in this,
that too.
but it's good too. So it's got Minsk. Minsk is great. Everybody loves Minsk. And if you haven't played Baldur's Gate, you should go do that too, because Baldur's Gate is awesome.
Boom.
And it's like 20 years old now, so it's really, really cheap.
True story.
Anyway.
Yeah, those are most comics we got going on.
I think that's all I got. There's some interesting stuff going on this weekend. There's like some day or something on Saturday. It's like free comic book day or something.
What is that?
FCBD? FCBD 2016.
Choose a side and come in here.
Yeah, this is, we're having FCBD here. It's Saturday. Starts, if you're in Austin, it starts at 10 a.m. You can line up starting at 9, all day long. Civil War theme. Tony and Steve, Iron Man and Cap. So pick your side, come pick up some comics and some cool merch and stuff, and hang out.
You didn't do a cool pose with me fighting.
Tony's better than that, and I'm on Team Iron Man, so.
That's true. I'm Cap, and I'm pretty cool.
I will punch her in the face for you if you want me to. Post in the comments. If you want me to punch her in the face next week,
post in the comments.
Do it.
No, he won't. He won't.
We'll be
Actually, post down below if you don't want him to. Team Captain.
Just say yes, and I'll do it. So anyway, that's all I got.
You know how many people are going to vote for me to punch you in the face?
Probably about 53%, because when I saw a poll online actually that asked some viewers who were excited about the movie, and it's like 53% Iron Man or Captain America and 47% Iron Man and stuff.
So close. So you're right.
It's pretty close.
53% are going to be like,
I've always known more people on Team Cap. I get it, but you're wrong. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. You're
But comment
perfectly
down
valid.
below. Which side do you want?
Yeah.
We already had one vote on my side for me, so.
One whole vote. Whoever that one vote is, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
You're just picking her because she's the host. It's fine. It's whatever. It's cool.
Comment down below.
Comment below.
And, okay. Segue that, I'm so great at.
This is a great segue because
Guys,
we're talking about
so
Captain
good.
America, and now we're moving on to
Other superheroes.
like
Batman.
Batman.
And what is up with Batman?
What's up with
What is
Batman?
his big superpower?
Being really rich.
Okay, besides being
Being
really rich.
very wealthy and going and beating up people.
Besides that.
Deep voices.
Being prepared.
I'm Batman.
Being prepared. That was awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
Being prepared is Batman's thing.
Is it?
So we're going to talk about being prepared.
Prep time.
Exactly. In our cosplay section. So stick around. Heading it over there. Hey everyone, welcome to Cosplay Tips and Tricks.
There's nothing ominous with the video starting to me chuckling.
Yeah,
nothing at all. No.
So this week, we're gonna be like Batman.
Yes.
And
yes.
And Batgirl.
And Batgirl.
We're going to be prepared.
Although this isn't, this is kind of like Cassandra Cain if her black bat were yellow.
Yeah, we'll go with it. I like
it's a Batgirl shirt. By the way, I'm Claire of Counterpoise Cosplay.
Oh yeah, and I'm Erin, the mechanic.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
And so we being organized, which who wants to do that?
That's what my other Erin is for. That's what other half of Counterplace Cosplay is for. Which actually is kind of what we were going to talk about today is
game planning, right?
Yes. The advantages of research.
The fun. Some people have like really fun with it.
Yeah, no, and like as I said, other half of Countervoice Cosplay, super into it. She's like texting me and is like, I have everything mapped out for our next build, and I'm like, okay. Okay.
Okay, good. That's good. That's happen.
Yeah, but it I don't know. It has a lot of advantages. For instance, my Power Girl was a couple of months of like deciding on materials and stuff like that, and ordering parts and getting everything together. But once I had all the pieces, you know, I had help from Aaron and I had help from Greg Burrow at Dragon's Lair, but
Hey, Greg.
yeah, hi Greg. Hearts.
Thanks for the help.
But it came together in like a day and a half. I mean, it came to like Power Girl came together really quickly for me, in part because I had done a lot of groundwork.
Yeah. You probably won't have as many mess ups too if you do that, because you know you've measured stuff and you've chosen the right material and maybe thought about the ways that it might come out.
Yeah.
Versus me going out and impulsively buying some stuff and trying to throw it together sometimes.
I've really tried to move away from like the impulsively buying, in part because it helps both with your time budget and like your financial budget. Yeah.
And you don't have to do things like more than once, because sometimes if you start to glue stuff onto a skirt before stretching it out,
you can still end up doing things more than once. I mean, I don't think planning like stops bad things from happening, but having some contingency plans in place I think is good. But anyways, this was brought up because other Aaron and I are in the midst of researching and planning our next big build.
Which will be... Are you going to tell us?
No.
To be continued. No, I'm just kidding.
No, actually, like, as we work on it, I'm sure that y'all will get to see it in bits and pieces and progress. We've picked out, like, a challenge for ourselves, which is part of why we're giving ourselves time to do the research. But what we always start with is, it's called a morgue. If any of y'all have a theater background, I know it sounds super morbid, but the idea of the idea is that you collect pictures, all the pictures you need for like your reference points and your inspiration. Whether
do you print them off or do you just like keep them on your screen?
Erin has folders upon folders in her MacBook.
That's awesome. Pull them up.
Yeah.
Through.
And then Erin is also an artist, so she goes through then and sketches.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it allows us, like, it also kind of gives, the one thing I super like about planning is that it does give me time to think about the pros and cons of certain aspects of the costume.
Yeah.
So, like, not giving away too much, like, we sketched out my half of our next build, and I then talked about it with one of my friends who's, like, a bigger fan of that particular inspiration. And I was like, I don't really like this part of it. I think it looks stupid. And he was like, no, you have to do it. It's like iconic.
And you're like, oh, okay.
I was like, okay. And I was able to talk it over with him.
Trying to think of what it might be now.
About how to make it look not dorky, because it looks super dorky in the game model.
Okay, and what I want now is comment down below on what you think her outfit is, because now I want to know.
Yeah. Our big one, we have a smaller one coming up too, but.
That's awesome.
Our big one is we're aiming for the end of June.
So. Oh wow! So giving yourself plenty of time. Hopefully, actually, it's getting really close. It's almost
I'm really
May.
scared, actually.
So got 2 months. You're kind of close.
Yeah, but I should have more. My semester is ending, so I'll have
more time. I think that's pretty much all we have for this week. Right?
It is. Yeah. No acting tip this week, unfortunately, because we rambled about research.
Gotta do that research though. We'll catch you guys next week.
Stay nerdy, folks.